will kick this deep to get us going. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. There's a screen pass to the running back. Finds room at the 30. To make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call in that screen play.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Finds his man. It's Henderson. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. On the ground, it's Henderson. He breaks into the clear. An explosive play. They finally get him down with the offense very near to the red zone.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. A horrible field position to start the drive, but they just march right down the field and get points.
Chris, this offensive coordinator deserves a raise after that opening drive. The way they orchestrated this inside their own 15 to come away with points, impressive.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Return brought down. Sets up the next drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And that one's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. 4 set of bounds after a nice game. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. The Buckeyes line it up with 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. The back's got it. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone. Becomes up short. Now we're looking at a third and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on third and goal.
And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
So instead of a chip shot attempt for a 2-score lead, they keep the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner tackled right there. That's what will start the drive. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Looking to pass. It's Lawrence. Off target with a throw. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do it very...
He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Forced set of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a first down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The linebacker shifting around now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first.
It's intercepted, threw it across his body. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
Looking for some space. It's Henderson. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down after that running play. Can he get there on the ground? Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out. It's Murphy. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Single back, takes the handoff. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Receiver in motion now. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. 2nd down play coming up. They'll run it here. Running with purpose. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 45. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
And see, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Look out, he's got some space. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
They'll give it to the back. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. And the Badgers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Caught quickly. Fights through a tackle. Breaking leg, refuses to be stopped. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Badgers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. They stop him, but it's a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's hit just before the throw. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw to his receiver. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him down out near the 40.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
To throw, it's Lawrence. Gets rid of it on the move. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what the...
And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The Buckeyes looking to cash in this red zone trip. And then first down, right back to the running game. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They can't slow him down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Back to throw. It's Lawrence. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So second down after the incompletion. Try to catch the defense with the draw. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Badgers will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Not the way he wanted to kick it. Met will bounce and go out of bounds inside the 10. Great punt to pin the offense back. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the ball changes hands and the offense finds themselves back up inside their own 10. Oh, the pass is picked off. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Dropping back, it's Lawrence. Defense is coming after him. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks like he's going to run it. Took contact on the throw. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made down inside the 20. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. They're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaking ankles with the spin move. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. Remember last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Can he make it to the marker? That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
What a great job by this defense. Really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense. You work that clock, and you seal victory.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of one.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So they're short on fourth down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Ball handed off. Fights through the tackler. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And the Badgers have 1st and 10 here. Watch the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Nowhere to run up the middle. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks loose at the 40. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Okay, ready?
First and 10 play coming up. Now they run a draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Okay.
Offense operating from the pistol.
Lasso!
Motion now from the tight end. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Head coach say, we'll try it again. They're 0 for 3 on previous fourth down attempts. To throw, it's Lawrence. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on fourth down.
Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee.